So the Manchester derby was played yesterday at about 3:30, 4 o'clock at Old Trafford, obviously between Manchester United and Manchester City. So in the first half, for the first 25 minutes, it was quite like a back and forth game. So Man United would go on the attack, maybe create a couple of half chances. Then Man City would go on the attack, maybe create a couple of half chances. And it went really back and forth like that for the first 25 minutes. So it was an interesting game. I thought United played their way into the game quite well in that first 25 minutes. And Man City were just Man City, really. They were playing quite well. They were putting the ball around, probably just trying to find a weakness in Man United's defence, trying to figure out how to get through and just do the typical Man City thing. However, so Manchester City had a free kick, the ball was played in, and Højlund ended up grabbing Rodri around the stomach and basically kind of holding him back as Rodri was getting away from him. So this is a bit of a controversial penalty because the official went to look at VAR when Rodri was absolutely fuming that nothing had been given. So the referee went to look at VAR. He saw Højlund's hand around Rodri stop him from really going into the space and going to where the ball was being put. So he gave a penalty. This is 100% a penalty. Coming from a Man United fan, I had no problem with this being given. You can't just go and grab players in the box. And the big issue I have with this as well is that a lot of people are saying, well, things like that happen in the box all the time and it's never given. That doesn't mean you just overlook it. You can't just overlook something because other refs don't give it. As an official, you're meant to enforce the rules. And it was a very good decision, I think, from the official here for once. And yeah, so Rodri was found in the box and Haaland put the penalty away. I thought it was a bit of a nervous penalty from Haaland. It wasn't the best struck one, but Onana dived the other way and Haaland put it the opposite way. So 1-0 Man City. So after this, I thought Manchester City started really controlling the game well. Apart from one poor pass from a Man City player that gave Man United a chance on the half-hour mark, I really do think that Man City really just dominated the rest of the first half. So after that poor pass, Højlund went through and he just really didn't take the right touch. He took too many touches and this allowed a Man City defender, I'm not sure if it was John Stones, I think it might have been John Stones, who managed to get back and just knock the ball away from Højlund. And yeah, so Højlund didn't score there. I think personally that really shows Højlund's experience, because a very, very well experienced striker would have really taken the shot before he took the last touch that he did. So I think there's a bit of development needed there. However, that was Man United's best chance of the entire game, and well, they didn't take it. So really, for the rest of the first half, Man City just dominated the way they do, and then Man United kind of broke away every now and then. So McTominay had a brilliant shot, very well hit. It sort of went straight to Ederson, but I don't think he saw it coming, because he had to kind of react suddenly to it, and his reflexes managed to have him get his hand to the ball. So very good shot from McTominay, very well hit, and a brilliant save by Ederson. So United at this point started going forward quite well, and then Man City broke away, and Onana made an incredible diving save, and the ball was put across to Erling Haaland, and he headed it across, and Onana just came diving across the other side of the goal to knock the ball away for a corner. So really, in those last 25 minutes, Man United had a chance, and the rest of the game, well, the rest of the half was just Man City all the way through. They were dominating. They just did what they do best, and just kept the ball, looking really for a chance and just playing the ball around, not allowing Man United to get the ball and create many chances. I mean, like I said, the only one they had in the last 25 minutes was the McTominay shot that was saved by Ederson. So now going into the second half, Man City got an early goal in the second half, and really it was a lot like the chance where Haaland headed the ball and Onana saved it. So Bernardo Silva basically he got a pass, I think, from Alvarez. He cut inside, put the ball across, and Haaland just headed it in. And this time Onana ended up diving past the ball, which I think he was in a bit of a rush as well because he was trying to get across due to knowing Haaland was there. And yeah, he just ended up diving past the ball instead of diving really into the ball like he did last time. So that put Manchester City 2-0 up, which I wasn't really surprised at due to them dominating more or less the entire second half of the first half. And then from here, City just ended up controlling the game, keeping the ball for as long as they could. Every time they got the ball, they didn't give it up cheaply. They kept it, just passing it around, looking for chances. And really what they did here was they limited Man United's chances, which took a lot of pressure off them, took a lot of pressure off their defenders, and put a lot of pressure on Man United, where they seemed to get a bit desperate at times. Also alongside this, putting even more pressure on Man United by creating a lot of chances. So then, I can't remember all of the chances exactly, but they were forcing Onana to make quite a few saves, and personally I do think Onana did very well in this game. He had a lot to do, and considering that he was coming off some pretty bad mistakes, not necessarily horrible performances, but he was coming off bad mistakes that cost United some games. So even though they lost in the end, I think it might have done Onana some confidence to actually get some of those good saves in. So with Man City creating lots and lots of chances, it puts more pressure on Man United, and they just couldn't get the ball back off them. However, when Man United did go forward, they had a few half chances, but they really didn't create much in the end. And really the last big chance Man United had was when a brilliant ball was played through to Marcus Rashford. He goes through, takes a shot, but the shot goes wide. So I think that really sums up Man United's day, to be honest, due to them being able to get the ball through, but just not being able to trouble Edersoning the Man City goal. And then Erling Haaland had another good chance, this time a very good chance to get his hat-trick, but then again it was a good save from Onana that prevented him. So Haaland could easily have had a hat-trick this game if not for Onana. And then going on to Manchester City's third goal of the game, at this point they were just being incredibly patient, knocking the ball about like they have done for most of the game, just looking for that half chance to at least go through and try and create something. So there was a shot from a Man City player, and Onana ended up parrying the ball to Erling Haaland, who could have gone for his hat-trick, and I'm kind of surprised he didn't, but he saw a better play across from him, so Haaland played the ball across to Foden, who basically had a simple tap in. Haaland got the assist, Foden got the goal. 3-0 Man City. At this point the game's all over. Man City see out the rest of the game. Man United try to go forward but don't really create anything, and in the end Man City end up winning the game 3-0. Simple thing here, fully deserved from Man City. At the start of the game, for the first 20-25 minutes, Man United were in the game, and then after that penalty, it kind of seemed like it was toned down a bit. Man United really didn't create much. Man City kept on pressing forward, kept the ball, and overall Man City dominated Man United in this game. Very simple, very well played from Man City, and it looks like they are back in the form that they usually are in. And Man United, I wasn't really disappointed with the performance. I do think United gave up quite well. I do think United did give up in the end, which is quite disappointing, because the one thing you usually expect from a Man United team, especially considering I watched the Sir Alex Ferguson era, is that they would fight until the end, and it doesn't look like this Man United team want to do that. So yeah, Man City dominated Man United. It's kind of what I expected. I expected Man City to win, maybe not 3-0. Maybe I probably did expect Man United to get a goal at some point. But yeah, the result I did expect. And yep, that's my review of the game. Let me know what you think about the game down in the comments. And if you want more kind of game reviews from games that I watch like this, like and subscribe, because now that the season, well, we're well into the season, and I'm going to try and do more of these sort of game reviews from the games that I watch. So yeah, let me know what you think about the game down in the comments. Also, do you think Ten Hag is now on the hot seat? Because there's a lot of people saying that Ten Hag could be sacked by Man United. So what do you think about that? And what do you think this will do for Man City's confidence as well? So leave all that down in the comments. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next video.